Baruch Hashem, I mentioned it in the lecture last night. I was so kind of not afraid from the Rosh Chodesh Elul, but it was kind of annoying that I have to wake up an hour early to come to Slichot. I said, how I'm going to do that? But you know what? Today, the first day of Slichot, not I woke up, just 5 minutes before the Slichot. I woke up even an hour earlier, 2 hours earlier than normal. And you know what? It was so good. We did the Slichot. Remind us all the beautiful music, melodies that we have for the Slichot. We felt closer to God. And after all, it wasn't bad. Wasn't bad. Sometimes we have fear of the unknown. And once we go through that, we see that the only thing that we were fearing from was the fear itself, but nothing else. Nothing else. So when we talk about preparation for the Yom Hadin, for the Judgment Day, it shouldn't be something that we should be scared of. In the contrary, we have to prepare ourselves. And how do we prepare ourselves? It is custom that some people fasting in the eve of Rosh Chodesh, any Rosh Chodesh. Why is that? I don't know how many of us we know that Rosh Chodesh, it's a day of Kaparat Abonot. We're reading it in the Musaf. We're saying it. So the same way that in Yom Kippur we have Kaparat Avonot, therefore we're fasting to be pure, to be worthy. Since I cannot fast in Rosh Chodesh, they fast the day before, the Erev Rosh Chodesh. And this is why it's called Yom Kippur Katan, a kind of miniature Yom Kippur. Other people, they go on Erev Rosh Chodesh, Elul, specifically Elul, to the graves of tzaddikim, to go there and ask from the tzaddik who's buried there to be a representative, to be a messenger for him to say a few nice words towards God. I make the tzaddik to be my representative. Never ask from the tzaddik himself, please, I need this, I need that, I need that. No, be my messenger to God and ask him that, my situation, I need refuah shlema, I need zivugim, I need children, I need parnasah tova, I need, please be my representative. So we're going to the tzaddik that he will pray for us because he has more connection, more power to represent us. Many people in many Batei Knesset, 40 days before Rosh Hashanah, it's 10 days before Elul, or in Rosh Chodesh Elul, 40 days before Yom Kippur, they do Hatarat Nedarim. Hatarat Nedarim. What it means, Hatarat Nedarim? To begin with, it is not recommended that a person will say, I'll do. Because the moment that you say, I'll do, or I will not do, it's become a neder. This is why we're saying all the time, say, Beli neder, I will do. It is not a neder, I will do. You have to be very careful. My kids, when they've been young, and they saw Abba said, Beli neder, I'll give you, Beli neder, I'll take you, Beli neder. And of course, I used, Beli neder. I said, so I'm not going to do that. They said to me, don't say Beli neder anymore. We don't believe you. Say with neder. So we have to be very, very careful. So, to begin with, when someone comes and offers some donation to buy a mitzvah, for example, or just donation, I beli neder donate $5, $2, whatever. Beli neder. Also, anything that you do 3 times without saying that this is Beli neder, it's become a must for you to continue till the rest of your life. It's become chazakah. It's become a pattern that you have to use it all your life. And if you cannot do after that, you have to do hatarat nedarim. It doesn't mean when you say, I'm going to donate certain amount to Kenisa, to Bet Knesset, or to do something, that this hatarat nedarim will exempt you from doing it. No, chas v'chalila. You donate money, no matter what hatarat nedarim you do, you have to pay right then and there. Shabbat, you donate money to buy haftara, to buy maftir, to buy ptichat echal or whatever. Don't wait for next week to come. Sunday, I saw people coming Motzei Shabbat and paying what they donated during Shabbat. People think that when I donate, when I say something, it's just to show off. No, you are obligated to do that, and you have to do that as soon as possible. As soon as possible. When a person delay to fulfill his neder, in heaven, they're opening his file and they check what kind of a person he is, and they kind of determining, should we protect him or not? To the point that our Chachamim said, Ba'avon nedarim banim metim. Because of neder that you delay, God forbid, will punish our children. More than that, our Chachamim do not like people that do nedarim. They're saying that when a person does a neder, it's like he's building a private mizbeach, a private altar, while the Bet HaMikdash was there, or while they prohibited to do private altars. It was a period of time that we were able to do private altar in our backyard, to bring a korban for Hashem, but Chachamim prohibited after a while only in Bet HaMikdash. So when a person does a neder, it's like he's building a private altar in his backyard. So the Hatarat Nedarim. And by the way, Hatarat Nedarim, in most Batei Knesset, every Friday, we do a short Hatarat Nedarim, 2-3 minutes. We gather together, we read some things, and the reason for that is when we're coming to do a Kiddush, we want to be pure of neder. What it means, pure of a neder? When a person does a neder and he doesn't fulfill it, he becomes an outcasted from heaven. In ancient times, when someone used to do something bad, the Chachamim used to put this person in nidui, outcast. No one is allowed to talk to him, no one is allowed to do business with him. He is not among us, kind of. It is because he did something so bad. Usually, the rabbi will do that for a short time. But today, when we do nedarim left and right, imagine you saying, I will be home in 5 minutes. You made a neder. I will be home in 5 minutes. 5 minutes and 1 second, you broke your neder. Beli neder, I will be home in 5 minutes. Beli neder, I'll help you to do the shopping. Beli neder, I'll come to visit you. Make it as a second word in your lexicon. It is hard, but it saves so much of your quality, of life quality. So when we coming Shabbat to do the Kiddush, and we become witnesses that God created the world in 6 days and He rested on the 7th. This is why we keeping Shabbat. So we want to be a worthy witness. You know, someone that they're asking to be a witness in a ketubah. Many people think, wow, you know, such a honor they give me. But you have to be very careful. Do you like to pay cards? Do you play to go to Las Vegas or the other place, Atlantic City? All these things, okay, make you not qualify to be for a simple witness as a witness in a wedding. So imagine, you want to be a witness in front of God, that you witness God created the world in 6 days and rested on the 7th, therefore I'm doing the Kiddush. So we're doing all this to purify ourselves. Now, the Hatarat Nedarim, we do that when we have 3 people sitting, kind of a judges, or sometimes when we have a lot, 7 people, 10 people sitting there, and we talk to them, we say we did all kind of nedarim, we state kind of everything. Our Chachamim created the whole things for us, and they give us kind of, they become a bet din, and they release all our nedarim that we did. Of course, once again, the nedarim that we talk about are nedarim that I did without realizing that it's become a neder. Once again, when you promise to do something, this is a promise that no matter what Hatarat Nedarim you will do, you will have to do that. What about a woman? When we do the Hatarat Nedarim, we don't have the women there. So how are we going to do Hatarat Nedarim for our wives? The husband become the messenger for the wife. The wife should ask him to be her messenger to come to the court, to come to Bet Din in the Bet Knesset, and to kind of annul her neder. And she should say to him, I promise to do X, Y, Z. I promise to give every day, I don't know, a coin for tzedakah, and I cannot do that. I promise to be nice to you, and I'm not nice to you, or whatever. Okay? She has to say what was the neder, and she should say that she regret that she did this neder, and she cannot fulfill it anymore. And usually, when a person makes a neder, this is so important, the neder, it's so important that we have to find excuses why we need to open to annul this neder. A famous neder that's done was by Kalba Savua, the father-in-law of Rabbi Akiva. Kalba Savua, when he heard that his wife Rachel married the shepherd Akiva, he was so upset. And he said, I'm not giving you anything. You are not my daughter anymore. Nothing from my wealth gonna go to you. And she lived as a beggar for 24 years more. When Rabbi Akiva became the Gedol Ador and Kalba Savua came as a rich person, came to him, he didn't recognize his son-in-law. He saw a chief rabbi of Am Israel. And he said to him, Rabbi, I need you to annul my neder. I cannot see my daughter suffering so much, but I made a neder. So Rabbi Akiva asked him, why you made the neder? Because I thought that my daughter deserved a Talmid Chacham, and the person that she married was analphabet, didn't know how to read and write, wasn't Talmid Chacham, was nothing. And you have to understand, Kalba Savua had so much money that all the yeshivot, all the heads of yeshivot used to come to him to get money, but also to bless him, and he could find the best Talmid Chacham for his wife, for his daughter. So he said to him, if you would know that your son-in-law would know to read something. He said, even if I knew that he knows how to read one sentence, I will not make this neder. So Rabbi Akiva said to him, I am your son-in-law. Can you imagine? He fainted on the spot. So we had to find something that you didn't think about it when you did the neder. If you would think that your son-in-law would be able to read something, even one sentence, he said, Kalba Savua, I would not make this neder. So then there is no neder. So we have to find something to annul this neder. This is how important it is to make nedarim. Our Chachamim said that, to annul the neder, the husband must come to a bedin and to find already 3 dayanim, 3 rabbis that's already sitting in the bedin, and not to come and ask him, please be a bedin for me now. No, they are already there. And nowadays, it's when we come to Bet Knesset and we see Hatarat Nedarim for the entire Bet Knesset, so the husband comes and represent the case also there. So who could be those people who are annulling our neder? If the neder is so important that we need 3 people to sit there, do they have to be tzaddikim? Do they have to be rabbis? Do they have to be out of this world? No. They could be ordinary people. Someone that if I teach them halachot, they will be able to understand it. If you can understand it, you are worthy to be sitting as a judge in the court, the common court that we have right now. We spoke about neder of giving tzedakah. Always, when you want to give tzedakah, especially now that the high holiday is coming, we want to buy mitzvot. It's good to buy mitzvot. We're supporting the Knesset, we're supporting everything that's done in order to be, to make zikui harabim. We become partner in this mitzvah. So it is good to come and offer, I want to buy this, I want to buy that. But even though you do that for a mitzvah, remember, always say Beli Neder. And those people who are doing the Misheberach, you know, someone donated money, Misheberach Avotenu Hakadoshim Yivarech et XYZ, who Beli Neder promised to donate such and such. If you don't do that, at least whomever is doing the Misheberach should know better the halacha.
Why you say Beli Neder? I don't understand.
Because if you cannot pay it right now,
why open mouth if he's not paid?
because I'm saying, if you are not able to pay, so it will not be Avirah for you. Imagine that you said, I'm going to donate money. Right now that we have the pandemic around us and it's reviving itself, so someone donated Shabbat to pay something. By Motzei Shabbat, he found out that he is very sick. Before he knows it, he's already in a hospital. Before he realizes what's happening, he's already a month or 2 or 6 in a hospital. If you didn't say Beli Neder, regardless of your condition, they will judge you that you did not pay it already. When you say Beli Neder, it means I will pay it. But if I'm not able to do that right now, in heaven, they will say, we give him a chance. He cannot. There is no but, there is no but, there is no nothing. Just understand it. Because if we say but and but and but, we will never do that. Remember, it's not something curse. It's not something that I'm not going to do. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. But if I will not be able to do that, please forgive me. And this also stands if you say to your family, you know what, I need some quiet. If you be quiet, tonight we'll go to eat pizza. Tonight we will do XYZ. All what you think is, I need a couple of hours to sleep. I will promise them heaven. I'm not planning to do that. Say Beli Neder, I will take you to pizza. Beli Neder, I will do XYZ. Beli Neder will go for vacation. Nothing wrong with saying Beli Neder. It doesn't mean that you don't mean it. You have to fulfill it. If you cannot do that tonight, you do that tomorrow night. If you cannot do that right now, you do that later. This is the whole purpose of Beli Neder. Someone who he got used to the saying Beli Neder. Someone who got used to say Beli Neder, Beli Neder, Beli Neder. And one time he promised to do something and he realized that he didn't say Beli Neder. Now, does he need to do Hatarat Nedarim? Does he need to bring now to find 3 judges and say to them, you know, I did this and that, I forgot to say Beli Neder? No. You are not allowed, you are not obligated to do Hatarat Nedarim. More than that, if someone had a custom to do something, someone had a custom that every morning he put $1 for tzedakah in the kuppah of the Bet Knesset. $1, not 25 cents. And he does it for years. Unfortunately, we're saying that the mazal, the luck, is round. One time you're up, one time you're down. And it just happened, that he start going down and down and down. It's become hard for him to pay $1. But it's a neder. In this case, when a person cannot do that anymore, he needs to do hatarat nedarim. And how are we going to annul this neder? We're going to ask him. When you start this custom to put $, every day, when your luck was up, did you ever think that one day you're going to be down? Most of us don't think of that. We always think that Baruch Hashem, Choda Bashok, I'm here till 120 years I'm going to be there. And therefore, he would say, no, I never thought about it. So, okay, mutarim lachem, you are allowed from now on to put whatever you can. This is the purpose of Hatarat Nedarim. Some families do neder for them and for the entire family from now till eternity. For example, a rabbi said, we never get married to a chatan that his name is like the name of the father of the kala. Many people afraid that the name of the chatan and the name of the father is the same. They say it's asur. No, it's not asur, especially for us Faradim, because it is a neder that's done only by certain family for them and for their descendants thereafter. We are not part of this family. So, the name of your chatan and yours, or the name of the kala and the name of the mother-in-law, okay, it's the same thing. We don't worry about it because we are not part of this agreement, it's this neder that they did for their family. Be'ezrat Hashem, we will talk more about the preparation of what we have to do in order to be worthy to come to the judgment day, Rosh Hashanah, and be happy to be judged by God, because we will know that I am ready for that. I prepared myself. I did everything that I can in order to be a person who deserves to be the son of the King of the Kings, the daughter of the King of the Kings. Bat Melech, the daughter of a king. And we are not just the daughter of a king, but the daughter of the King of the Kings. Be'ezrat Hashem, na'aseh v'natzliach.